Good morning, my faithful Lawyer YouTube subscribers. Today it is Friday, June 4th, the year is 2021, and the Atlanta sniper has attacked again here in Atlanta. Recently, we've had a couple of deaths. Literally, in the past few days, we've had over four people to pass away here in Atlanta. For fatal shootings on the highway. Two men in College Park. A young lady who was shot last week died of her injuries off I-285 and Church Street, and another young lady was found on Peachtree Industrial Boulevard on I-285. She had been shot. So 4 people dead in the past few days, and still no one knows who is the Atlanta sniper. The interesting part is there have been no arrests in these shootings. There have been 16 shootings in 2021, and leading to about 10 people's deaths. About 10 people have died. If I'm correct on that number, I may have to look that number. It might be 10 or more. However, it's just strange. You have 16 shootings in Atlanta, but nearly no arrests. What's going on in Atlanta if we have 16 shootings on the highway and no arrests? The shootings all tend to happen at nighttime, late at night, sometime between 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock at night. I think the shooting in College Park was about 9:30. Two people were in the car. They have not released their names for whatever reason. They were shot dead. I would tell you all, y'all, I would take these highway sniper shootings, the Atlanta highway sniper shootings, very seriously. They're moving vehicles. Traffic is flying down the highway. For some reason, someone grabs a gun and makes the decision that they're going to shoot at moving cars. No one knows what enters into a person's mind to do something like this. And how is a person continuously getting away with this? If there is one person, it might be a group of people, might be more than one person. No one knows, and the police certainly don't have the answers. If they do have the answers, they're not saying anything. It's got to be somebody who has, who knows how to use a gun at a very high rate of speed. Somebody who's maybe have practiced shooting or have a background in being a sniper or a shooting expert. Maybe someone in law enforcement or who had previous enforcement, maybe worked in law enforcement or in the military in some type of background which involves shootings. And it might even involve somebody who was involved in shootings from moving vehicles. I mean, because obviously this person's aim is pretty damn good to have killed 10 people if this is one person or a group of people. The police have not really said that because they're in different jurisdictions here in Georgia. So you got different counties, different cities. So 285 kind of circles the city of Atlanta. And you have Cobb County, DeKalb County, Clayton County. Those are all the counties involved in these different jurisdictions in different cities. College Park, for example, City of Atlanta, Doraville Police, the state police, DeKalb County. So you got all these different police jurisdictions. They may not be in communication with each other. Who knows? Maybe they're not. Maybe they have not taken it very seriously. That maybe this is one person. What do the ballistics say? What does the investigation say? It's kind of concerning to me because they aren't saying anything. They're just assuming that these are all separate incidents. I don't think they are. I've lived in Atlanta for 30 years, and I don't remember this many shootings on a highway in such a short period of time. Something's not right here. Which leads me to personally believe that we do have an Atlanta highway sniper here who's shooting and killing people on the highway. So stay off the highways. I don't take the highways. Look, I've lived in Atlanta for 30 years. So I know I can get all over the city without getting on 285 or the downtown connector, 75 or 85. There's so many ways that you can go places. So my suggestion is avoid the highways if you can. And if you're driving at nighttime, to be very aware of your surroundings. You really wouldn't know if this person put it next to you and started shooting you. You wouldn't even know because you're not paying attention. You're focused on driving. or cussing out that boyfriend on the phone. You was getting to. People have to pay attention to your surroundings when on the highways. This matter is starting to get very serious. One of the girls, she was only 21 years of age. I'm reading the articles about these people who died. One girl, she died last year. She's only 21 years of age. She was leaving her job. The girl, she was shot on 285 near Church Street, right exit near 78. And there was someone who was shot last night. So we have a lot of these shootings going on, but no one's been charged with anything. So I guess the question would be, how can you stay safe? Well, you might want to go invest in some bulletproof glass for your car. That might be a good start. You probably make a killing getting some bulletproof. I wonder what it costs. Because a lot of y'all probably think, oh, it will never happen to me. See, I'm not that naive. I know it could happen to me. That's why I don't get my ass on the highway. Unless it's during broad daylight, I can see what's going on. But at nighttime, I avoid these highways. Besides, I'm not going to avoid it. I've learned, since the pandemic has gotten started, and all this people started getting crazy in Atlanta after the lockdowns ended, I don't be out there on those highways for what? I go my ass in the house and go to bed. The sun go down, I pull in this house, pull into the garage, and close my garage door and come upstairs, and I'm in for the night. And last night, I was in last night watching the TV show Them. I finally kind of started watching some of those episodes. It's okay. It's not what I was expecting, but it is interesting. It's on Amazon Prime. Check it out, the TV show called Them, T-H-E-M. But anyway, be careful out there if you're living in Atlanta. You're not paying attention to what's going on. Please pay attention to. I know a lot of you all don't like to watch the news because you find it very depressing or whatever. But you need to be aware of what's happening in your community and in your surroundings. For this many people have been shot and killed on the highways since January of this year, close to 10 people or more, over 16 plus shootings, something's not right here because this is happening right here in the Atlanta metropolitan area. Is this a gang initiation? Is this random shootings, random act of violence? Is it one person? Is it a group of people? Nobody knows. But we do know that people are being shot and killed on the highway. So the first thing to do is stay off the damn highway, if you can. I know a lot of us have to drive long distances to get to work, but there are ways that you can get around the highway. There are ways that you can protect yourself. To avoid getting caught up in this. Try to travel to your places when the sun is up. I know in the case of this young woman, she was getting off from work at midnight and she was on the highway. In her case, she was getting off work. She probably wasn't paying attention. She probably didn't know anything about the Atlanta highway sniper. She didn't know anything. A lot of people have been shot here. It just makes you wonder, well, who is doing this? And who would get a kick out of shooting innocent people on a damn highway? What would be the point of this? I mean, they say it's road rage, but I don't know. Something's not right about this because we all have been on the highway and always, we've been cut off. We've been near bumpers and fender benders, accidents, but nobody jumps out with a gun and just starts shooting people. They shouldn't. I know it does happen. But these incidents are people driving down the highway. They haven't had a wreck. They haven't had a fender bender. They haven't had any contact with another vehicle. Until all of a sudden the bullets start flying. What the person got mad because they didn't put their blinker on. They got over there, they didn't put a blinker on. They didn't put their blinker on merging lanes, or did they get on the highway too quickly? Or they're going over the speed limit. What's entering to this crazy person's mind? Is he shooting, going after people because if you're 10 miles over the speed limit? Or maybe you're going too slow. Oh, they're going too slow. I'm going to shoot and kill them. They're going too slow. Who knows what's going on in this person's mind? That goes back to what I said, y'all. Stay off them damn highways. If you can avoid it during the day, nighttime, try to make your trips on the highway during the daytime. I know a lot of my friends are night owls. At nighttime, they wake up like vampires. They got to go someplace. Well, those people who are out there at nighttime, going to clubs and restaurants and all this type of stuff, I don't know where, because in the pandemic, and during the week, look, restaurants are closing at 8 and 9 o'clock at nighttime. At least that's been my experience during this pandemic. I mean, the restaurants tend to close pretty early, so this would be a good time to go to restaurants and nightclubs and venues in your neighborhood. That's right, local. It's time to local. Just if you live in Clayton County, it's time to start enjoying some of that shit out there in Clayton County. I know it ain't much out there to enjoy out there in Clayton County, but you might just want to give some of them bars and restaurants. I mean, I know there's a Sonny's Barbecue out there on Mount Zion Boulevard, I believe somewhere. There's a couple of restaurants out there you might want to enjoy instead of driving all the way into the city to get something to eat and getting shot dead, trying to get your chicken tenders back to the house. Coming up 75. Eat, shop local. Go to restaurants, bars, clubs locally so that you don't have. See, I live in a neighborhood. I really could walk to a lot of stuff over here. There's restaurants, there's bars, there's all kinds of stuff over here. I don't have to go very far. That's why I chose this area because there's plenty of stuff I can go to. I can walk. Then I just get risk getting ran over by somebody driving recklessly on the streets. Now. Oh, and for the record, guys, I know a lot of you are concerned. My headaches seem to have eased up a little bit. I think my biggest issue is my traps have grown so big that they're actually pulling on my muscles in my head, back of my head. So when I went to the doctor office, she gave me these shots. I still think the shots, the headache, the tension headache started after I had my COVID shots, but at the same time, I was doing more work at home on my laptop and computer, so that could have had something to do with it, to me leaning over the computer. Hard to say what brought it on, but I've been given some good medication. I'm taking it. I feel a whole lot better. It's not back to normal yet, but it'll probably get back to normal. This is not my first time having this. This would probably be my third time in my lifetime having these recurrent tension headaches. Last time was probably about 10 years ago. Yeah, but definitely about 10 years ago. So, but anyway, stay off the highways if you can at nighttime. If you're coming from work, just be very aware of your surroundings. If you see a car speeding up on you, keep an eye on it. If you see a car speeding up close to you, get over a couple lanes, get in some room, stay out of their way. I just don't believe that these are just random incidents that are happening. I am 1,000% sure this is either one person or several people or a group of people who know each other who are out here doing this. And I also firmly believe that this person has had a background in law enforcement or military. And I think as these shootings continue to happen, we will come closer to finding out who is the Atlanta sniper. As to why they haven't offered a reward or why the police departments haven't gotten together and discussed this, it seems very odd to me. Maybe they're just keeping all their investigation close to vest as they investigate the shootings. But ballistics should tell you if this is from the same weapon or multiple weapons. I mean, I can see a person, we all know a lot of people have multiple weapons. So they don't necessarily have to use the same weapon to go out there and shoot. There's got to be some type of high-powered rifle to shoot moving vehicles and they're moving targets and actually kill people. So, I mean, this person's got to have some type of gun that could rapidly fire and pierce the bullets, piercing metal. It just makes you wonder, who is this person or people? Or I don't believe that these are just random acts of road rage by different people. I don't believe that at all. I believe this is one person who's coming out at nighttime under the cover cloak of darkness and killing people, causing mayhem and confusion and death on these highways. Be careful, especially if you're driving at nighttime, coming from work or coming from nightclubs, or whatever you like to do at nighttime. See, and you know what I like to do at nighttime? Be in the house, sleep. Like, you see this blanket over here? I'd be over here like Lance. That old blanket, I'm over here sleep. I'm not about to be running around at nighttime in these city streets of Atlanta. Oh, no. I have me a blanket. I'm wrapped up here on this couch here. I'm watching TV, sleep. I learned a long time ago, if you want to live a good life in Atlanta, stay your ass off these streets. Because at nighttime, this shit becomes deadly. And I don't want to die out here in these streets trying to get down to Bulldogs on a Thursday night. Coming back from Bulldogs. I mean, they had a couple of drink driving. You just minding your business, driving your little buggy on down the highway, and they say, you dead coming from Bulldogs. Not worth it. Bulldogs isn't going any place. And besides, Bulldogs opens at 5 o'clock every evening. You want to drink, go there at 5 o'clock, and when the sun goes down, you get in your car and go home. Take the Atlanta Sniper serious, y'all. Some of you all are not paying attention, and you're going to end up being victim number 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 shootings, about 10 deaths. Something's not right. Take this serious. Because if you don't, you're going to regret it. I would not be out here at nighttime roaming these streets. I was going to talk about this young lady who died. I mean, there's so many victims. This one lady, she was only 21 years of age, and she was shot. You know, I mean, it's just been really weird how these shootings. Let's see if I can find it. Been really weird how these shootings have. I don't even see where I could see it. I don't know. I don't see. I posted her picture on my. Oh, you know what I did? I posted on my Facebook page. She was only 21 years of age, and she. I'm trying to see, where is it? Excuse me. Here it is. Young lady shot on I-285 while driving home from work. Metro Atlanta father begs for public help after daughter was shot on I-285 and dies later in the hospital. Her name was Shakevius. Kevy. What is this? Young. Shakevius Young. She just turned 21. Her father said that was my best friend. She turned 21 years of age. Her father proudly described her as someone who bought her own car, rented her own apartment, worked 2 full-time jobs. She took care of children while working at a daycare in the Roswell area and worked as a security job for a company in Fairmont. She was leaving the security job when she was shot in her car on I-285. Brown and Young had a plan to return to school together as a father and daughter team. Young was driving home from her security job on May 26th, according to her father, when for an unknown reason someone shot her. We know she was shot. They shot her. They pulled up alongside and they shot her. They shot her. She was driving a 2019 Nissan Versa, so they're not going after people in high-end luxury vehicles like what they originally thought. She was driving a 2019 Nissan Versa, and this car now has several bullet holes in the shadow window. The shooting happened along I-285 northbound, south of Church Street, shortly before midnight. She was coming home from work about midnight. The incident is under investigation with the DeKalb County Police. So they have a picture of her, young, beautiful woman. And she was shot. She was in the hospital, and she finally died on June 1st. Why would anyone choose to pull out a gun and shoot this young, innocent woman on this highway? It goes back to what I'm saying, you guys. We have a sniper here. Something's not right. Something's going on here that the police are not, maybe they're missing it, or maybe they're not investigating, or they're keeping it very quiet from the public. We have an Atlanta sniper here. And this person, I mean, it says, and nearly no arrests have been made in connection to the interstate shootings. 16 shootings on Atlanta Metro interstates in 2021. 16 reported shootings in 2021, survivor meant no arrest. So it just makes you wonder. So 10 of the shootings are being investigated by Atlanta police, and 3 are being investigated by DeKalb police. Clayton County and Gwinnett County and Coweta County each taken one police report this year. So they've been all over place. So they've been in multiple evidences, been in multiple counties, in multiple places. So you got fast moving cars. Everyone's driving around. Witnesses. There's no witnesses to see. It's a perfect crime because on the highway, most of us wouldn't even know somebody's being shooting unless we're getting shot at, because you're not going to be able to hear the noise, the shootings, unless you have your window down and happen to be listening to something out there. But I think, it's just, I find it very odd. I would, again, suggest being careful, staying off the highways at nighttime. But it seems like most of these shootings are happening. Just being aware of your surroundings, and if you hear shooting bullets, pay attention to your surroundings. I would also suggest, a lot of people have these cams in their cars where they can record things, front and the rear and the back of their cars. I don't have those in my car, but I've been meaning to install them to record things that are happening on the highway in the front and behind you. You can put those cameras in there. So anyway, be careful out there, you guys. If you live in Atlanta, and these shootings are happening everywhere too, truth be told, because I've read a report where there was some shootings going on in Los Angeles on the highway where a young child was shot and killed. So be careful. And that happened during the daytime out there, if I'm correct, during rush hour traffic in Atlanta. Please be careful out there. As you're out on the roads and highways, watch your surroundings. Try to avoid traveling at nighttime. I don't know what else to say. So, the last highway sniper has struck again. 16 incidents, close to 10 deaths on the Atlanta highways. Today is Friday. It is June 4th. The year is 2021. If you're out there at nighttime, please be careful. Try to avoid the highways if you can. And just watch your surroundings and pay attention. I'm out of here. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. And I'm out. Enjoy the rest of your day.